Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well and Happy New Year. I know I've been off of YouTube, haven't really had a video for a little while. It's been really busy with work and a little stressful, but you know what? It's okay. It's a new year, it's 2023. I'm really excited. You could probably tell we're not in our usual spot of filming here because I wanted to talk about something a little different today. Really the two planners that one I've been using, one I received about a week ago, and I'm really excited about it. So I wanted to share sort of what my first initial impressions are, and maybe think that this would be a pretty good thing to utilize for 2023 budgeting, and also for general goals that you may have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually flip this camera around and we're just gonna look at sort of the two items we have that we're gonna be talking about today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so what you see here are these two items that I've received recently. I was looking online really just to find like a good budgeting planner that would be able to make sure that it kept me in line and it had a nice template, and I found this Yanshi planner. So this one is a 5-minute planner. What we're going to do, we're actually going to start with the Yanshi planner first, just because I've been using this and I have more immediate feedback for you all. So I actually found this planner on Etsy, and it's really interesting because they actually have their own website. So if you're interested, if you go on their website, I believe if you sign up for the first time, they actually give you a 10% promo, which is pretty nice. But just to get the numbers out, this was 55 USD, which I think is actually pretty incredible for a really nice hardbound planner. They say that this is leather. I'm not actually very sure, but I think this part might be leather. But I just love how it looks. It's like this beautiful gold foil. They have different colors, of course. You can look online. Again, I'll share both item links below in the description box so you can look for yourself. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's really nice, thick notebook, and it's just beautiful. They have black, they have beige, they have gray. I got the gray one. I'm going to show you the pages that are blank just because some of the pages I have written in already, and just kind of want to keep that to myself. But just real quickly to show you what it looks like. Let me actually take this out. This is sort of just like the budgeting that I've been trying to keep track of for myself. But when you actually receive this planner, it does come with this, which is actually really, really nice. And again, I'm sorry, I'm using my phone to film this, so I do only have one hand available to share with you here. So let me see. Yeah, so this is just like, it's really cute. I love the little touches of details in this planner. But yeah, to and then future me, and then you could basically put in like a little, this is just a blank piece of paper. You could write a little note to yourself, and it says to be open on blank, a legacy in the making. So just really, really nice touches to the planner. I feel, and I just love this marbling inside, and it has this little pocket here, and it says Yanshi. So there's a little bit of a story to this planner. You're gonna see that as you kind of flip through here. But what I really like is that they have, this is more the author's dedication to her family, but they have like little snippets of things that you can read and kind of just propel you and motivate you forward. So this one's called Your Own Life Book. And what's really neat is that there's like a table of contents when you come in here telling you about intro, the meaning of Yanshi, 2023-2024 calendar holidays. And then it goes into sort of like the health, the wealth, the time and relationship sections here, and then some challenges, personal development, coloring page, all that good stuff down here. So I really like this layout. I think the author has put a lot of thought into this. And then this page is just talking a little bit more, like saying, dear friend, and then telling you about sort of the goals of what she has for this planner. So really, really nice. And then of course some more background information for what Yanshi means. We're not going to go through this whole calendar, or I'm sorry, this whole planner, but I just wanted to share with you sort of some of the initial pages here. And this is like a nice calendar on both sides for the entire year, and telling you sort of what the holidays are down here, of course, for the US. Yeah, so again, lots of nice little stories and snippets. And when you get into here, this is what I'm talking about, like these little quotes and telling you about how to save, prioritize your finances. And this part is the financial summary portfolio. So you have in here like a really nice, ability to kind of, oh yeah, I wrote that in, just ignore that. But basically your income summary, your expense summary, 2023 monthly savings total, net worth savings summary. This is sort of like
after you've basically completed, of course, 2023, you can come back in here and then mark for each of the months and kind of see how you did overall. So a really nice way to look back, and sort of these things here, just personal development, save your pot of gold, give, gift, donate, treat yourself, invest, all these things. I have these mostly empty, but you know, I'm still trying to figure that out. We're gonna skip the next page because I do have something on there. But what's also really nice, if you look at these other pages, is that, you know, you have needs. You can write in your needs and all of that stuff here. I wrote some stuff in here already, but needs for food, total annual, utilities, needs, and annual total. So all this is really quite nice. And then of course transportation. So see what I'm talking about, like having a nice template here. And then of course it has this huge section for debt payoff. So whatever debt you have, you could start listing all that out and sort of consolidating it here. And it has quite a few pages for the debt payoff section. So while we're flipping through this, you get to this page, which is, you know, every section they have like a really nice quote like we saw earlier. This one says, "The man is riches whose pleasures are chiefest." So little finance tidbits here. And then again, of course, more information, or like a, you know, little story kind of poem thing, which I thought was really cute. So basically what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna flip over to a month that has nothing in it. So let's just, for example, say that this was, you know, when you finish one month, you go to the next month. This is sort of the first page that you see. So we're going to use March 2023 as an example. It's quite nice here. They have all these different sections here you could fill out. And then at the top, you have sort of activities, habit trackers, and sort of like the amount you could put in, you know, for different funds, right? So if you wanted to keep track of it as the year goes by. And then also sort of there's a calendar for you to, in a way, I guess, track your finances, what you've bought, when your bills are, et cetera, et cetera. So what's also really nice here is on this page, it gives you, for every month, you have this sort of template. So you have the money in, the money out, needs, wants, debts, and sort of money left over. So nice template here. And here, you can kind of write your thoughts in terms of, you know, what you want to do for 2023 March, and I did that for January 2023. So when you come to the next page, it's actually quite nice. What I like to use for this page is I actually highlight the day, like if I spent or if I didn't spend, then I highlight save. So it kind of is like a nice visual indicator to you. Wait, on how many days of the month did I actually save versus bought something, you know? So let me see if I can get you an example of that actually. Hold on. All right, so this is what I'm talking about here. You see the green is that I had not purchased anything. The orange is when I purchased something. So just like a nice little tracker. I know I am behind. I haven't been filling these in. It is a little bit time consuming, so you do need to like kind of make sure you're on top of your game here to fill it out. For me, one of the hardest things, I will be honest, with these planners is that it takes a lot of time to remember to come in and fill in specific things. For me, I'll let you know that I focus specifically on the items that I purchased in a given day. So after we look at here, you go to the next page and you see that there's a section for transactions log. So I utilize this the most. I list down all the date I purchased something, the purchased item, the amount, which category that belongs to, and if that was a want or a need, which I quite like this column for. To do this, of course, you got to make sure you save all your receipts and etc. I used to be horrible at that. I never really saved receipts, so now trying to be more budget conscious and filling this out. So this is the section I actually use the most. And then at the end of the month, you know, there's quite a few pages here for you to fill out. But at the end of the month, you can basically put at the top for each week, or you could do this as the week goes by, each week how much you're spending and the total amount at that end. So yeah, and then at the very end here, which I haven't gotten a chance to utilize yet because January 2023 hasn't finished yet, is a sort of like summary of, your total net worth. So you could put in here your income statement for your active, passive income, total expenses, and what your sort of net income is, and put in like, the bank, the balance sheet, real estate, all that stuff. So really, really cool, really nice template. A lot of the things here, well, maybe not a lot. I mean, some of the things here I probably won't be utilizing just because it's a lot of back and forth to check for me, for my purpose and intents. And I just showed you my spendings there, but I just plan to use the transaction log and the goals and all of that stuff to really keep myself in place. So yeah, so this is the Yanshi budget planner, which again at $55 I think is really, really nice. And I don't think I talked about it yet, but this paper quality is pretty incredible. It's like not cardstock paper, but it's like paper you would use in a planner. For any planners that you use, and it's just thick. It's a lot thicker than printer paper. It's just very nice, sturdy, and doesn't bleed through. So I think for the quality and the template for what you're getting, it's actually a pretty good price. If you're interested in doing something like this, or if you wanted to gift this to someone who is on a budget journey. So I think this is a really nice option. All right, so having said that, let's move into the 5-minute journal. I actually saw this from another YouTuber's channel. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, but I thought the idea was really brilliant because in our everyday lives, we're always so busy, rushing to work, coming home, taking care of kids if you have them, taking care of animals if you have them, and then deciding what to eat, what to cook. And by the time everything's done, it's like, oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and you just got to rinse and repeat the next day. So it does get really stressful. I feel those folks because I'm one of those folks, but this 5-minute journal really allows you to do a quick reflection, that isn't going to take too long. You don't have to sit down and think about what to write. It provides a template for you. So you can really, in a way, this acts as a diary journal to go back and see, hey, on this day, what happened? What was I grateful for? What did I take away? It's kind of like a nice sort of history log, I would think. And it's quick and it's efficient. Granted, I haven't used this yet, so I can't really speak to this, but I like the effectiveness of this a lot. I'm gonna skip the first page because I just realized I have my phone number on there. So we're gonna skip the first page, but the first page basically gives you the ability to put your phone number, your name, in case this journal got lost. All right, so after you open it, you have this little cover page here, and then it's quite neat because there's again, a little table of contents telling you sort of about, some recommendations, ideas, thoughts that they have for you. I haven't read through all of them yet. I've read through some of them, but I thought the content's pretty interesting. So if you get this, I would advise, just to kind of go through this. It shows you about how it works, some principles here, and really how to utilize it very well, right? So a lot of text here that I haven't gotten through yet, but as you can see, it's quite a nice little nifty journal here. So assuming that you've read all of that and you're getting to the actual journal part of writing, it actually gives you examples of how do you write all of this, and I haven't read through this yet, which I do need to still, but I think this is quite nice, giving you examples, giving you ideas. So here, here's another page where it's just giving you examples of what to put, and you can start writing it in yourself. So let's go all the way to, wow, there's actually quite a few sections here. So to get to the actual, okay, nice. Okay, so here it is. So the journal, this is where it starts. And so it gives you an example here. So actually, let's go through this example because these are all just templates and this is just the example, and I really like it. So you can fill in the date. What's nice is that it's not hard coded or, written in, so you can fill it in whenever you want, like that. And then for every page, it has a different quote at the top. For this example, when it says gratitude unlocks the fullness of life, it turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. That by that author. So very nice. So in terms of the template here, it's always going to show I am grateful for, and you got to fill in 3 of these. So in this example, we see that this person is grateful for the warm bed that I sleep in, my body that is working in perfect harmony, the incredible friends in my life. Okay, so that's what they're grateful for this day. And then what would make today great? So I would assume that basically based on sort of the templates we have here, it'd be nice to wake up and sort of fill out this section first, And then, you know, before you go to work or something, like have an idea of what you want to achieve. And then when you come back, you kind of fill in the rest of these. So this is about what would make today great. Taking extra time for myself before work, going for a walk after lunch, and sleeping before 10:30 p.m., right? And then how I plan to do that is like what I said earlier, in the morning, write these things down, and then after, when I'm back home later in the evening, kind of fill these parts out. So daily affirmation example here is I'm confident and comfortable in my own skin. I am living with passion and purpose. And then highlights of the day is like obviously what happened today, right? What you really enjoyed. So for this person, they said, I remember to call my friend and we had a good chat. It was the first one. Second, a colleague recommended a wonderful book for me. And third, I saw a cute stranger at the cafe and said hi. That's cute. That's funny. But yeah, and then what did I learn today? Communicating openly with my boss helps me avoid stress, and working out in the morning makes me energized and happy. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading cursive sometimes, so I'm stumbling over some of these words here. But basically, it's nice because it makes you think, but you don't have to take too long to kind of write the whole day's worth of things down in a journal, right? It sets the tone for you. So all you really need to do is kind of fill in the blanks today. And then what I meant earlier on when we first started this video about this being like a little historical log is the fact that, you know, this highlights of the day kind of helps you remember what happened on March 9th, 2022. This is what happened. And, you know, kind of is nice to have that sense of, you know, the sense of history, sense of memory of the events that occurred that day. Because I think ultimately at the end of the day, you know, what is life but a set of beautiful experiences, memories, and all the good and bad. But yeah, you know, that's what defines you, right? So anyways, I love this part. So yeah, so this is kind of like the format essentially moving forward with each of these. And then in between, they had those little quotes or little, am I able to find that? I thought I saw something earlier. I thought they had like little stories or something in between here. Oh, okay, maybe I was wrong. Okay, so no, so all like the information that you would need to look at is probably the first 35 pages. So have fun reading that, but I think it'll be very interesting to note. So yeah, so today's video is a little different. Again, we talked about journals and goals and plans, but I think it's pretty important, especially in this day and time. It's lots of things going on in society, and it's important to make sure that we are, you know, taking care of ourselves, being positive. I mean, I'm learning that myself too every day as we go, and just trying to be grateful for things. So I think this is pretty good. But really quick, before I forget, the 5-minute journal is, you can purchase this on Amazon. I actually got mine's on Target because they had a sale. I got it for $21.99 USD, which is quite nice. I think the normal price for this is about $28, so a few bucks more on Amazon, but you know, sometimes you could get a deal on Target, so don't forget. Plus, if you have the Target card, you get a 5% discount on top of everything, which is really nice, right? Anyways, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't know if this is something that you are currently using or you are thinking about using. If you do have this or you are planning to get something like this, yeah, please feel free to let me know in the comments below what your thoughts, what your experiences with it, whether you find it useful or whether you find this just like another aspiration thing that we always try to do but don't end up doing. Would love to hear your thoughts, but in the meantime, again, as always, please stay healthy, happy, and safe, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.